What's up, guys? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with Mega Good Vibes, the bossy, saucy beaver, and we're going to dive into messages around the collective. I'm going to start with what the energy is like between you and the divine masculine. Okay, so we have unrequited love. This could be the one along with calling in your soulmate. Okay, so I am getting karmic energy off of this card. And it's interesting this combination of cards come out here, because the reason I feel like someone's feeling unrequited love is because someone's calling in their soulmate. And this could be the one is this person can't get you out of their mind. Visualizations, thoughts of you, they're reoccurring, okay? So it's not just, I think about this person occasionally. It's like, no, every single day your masculine thinks about you, so much to the point where it's causing unrequited love in a current relationship. And many of us on the twin flame journey have experience with that, where your life, really takes a 360 when you meet your twin, and especially if you're already in a relationship with somebody else, it's very challenging to be in two places at once, and that's what I feel like a lot of your masculines could be experiencing. They can't help but think about you, and that's a strong signal that there's something more to the connection with you. Like, this could be the one, this is the one that you're obviously meant to be with, but there's something else on the table that I feel like you both have to overcome, which is the karmic journey as well. What's the point of the karmic in this particular connection with this divine masculine and feminine? What are some lessons that the karmic's there to deliver? What are these obstacles that you need clarity on? Okay, so detours and divine intervention. Okay, so don't be fooled by what it is you see, especially if your divine masculines are having to take detours and go back to certain situations. It's so that their soul can fully heal from that lesson. When their soul doesn't fully heal from that lesson, and then there's interference from the feminine energy, meaning, sometimes there's a lack of self-control, being able to connect with your masculine. But I feel like once the feminine masters that sense of control, impulsivity, allowing her emotions to take over instead of learning to work with her emotions. I feel like when many of you have mastered that portion of the journey, that's when you start seeing that your divine masculine will experience that 360 in return. They can't help but swindle back towards the connection. So when the divine feminine's not interfering, a lot of your masculines are seeing the universe step in a lot of these karmic situations that they are in. When you don't intervene, divine feminine, you allow your masculine to go through that inner child healing, and most likely a lot of the times they're with these karmic partners, it's to learn about the wounds that they carry, and that how it plays out in their adult relationships as well. So a lot of the times your masculines will see that the partners that they've chosen also mimics, let's say their mother growing up, or anyone who has been around them in that mothering feminine energy. If they've witnessed them in a particular type of way or act in a certain type of way, that's what they learn to expect out of relationships as well. So it's difficult to draw boundaries, because maybe as children they couldn't draw those boundaries with their mother. So I feel like what's going on behind the scenes is clarity here. Okay, you and your masculine have connected, and I feel like for a lot of you, the karmic energy has been a shitstorm in your connection, but this is a very good lesson for the divine feminines to not intervene and to let go and to fall back completely. Okay, allow the space and try to harbor the energy of happiness for soul growth, versus oh, I can't believe they went back to a karmic situation and they're this and they're that. Know that it's for a purpose, because this card, inner child healing, it's really sending a strong message of send off vibes of good luck, versus why would they do this, and how could it's for a specific reason. Okay, can we get some more behind the reasons that the masculines are staying in these karmic situations? We know that they're experiencing unrequited love, but what are some of the lessons as well, deeper, that they're realizing about their current relationship where they're feeling unrequited love? Okay, so we have decisions. If a lot of you are seeing twos everywhere, 222, it's about choice. And I feel too like the card sends a strong energy of like choosing a different path. So many of your masculines could feel like the karmic path or the path of authenticity, and really just living life in the way that I want to, like recognizing things as they are around me, how relationships are with people, places, and be able to move forward and say no. Draw boundaries is what I feel is coming up with this decision card. And a lot of you divine feminines are bringing this lesson to the table. Okay, I feel like your energy has really caused some tower moments, and like I keep hearing shit hitting the fan, and I want to say it so bad. I don't know why. Even when I was saying behind the scenes earlier, I felt like spirit was telling me to say shit's hitting the fan, but I didn't want to say that word. So I decided to phrase it like whatever's going on behind the scenes. It's like it's chaotic, but I feel like the universe is like, say it, like just be honest. And it's like shit is hitting the fan ever since you met this divine masculine and you guys have connected. Like this whole soulmate vibe, calling in your soulmate. Like the minute you connect with your divine masculine and you guys feel like that electrifying soul shock of like, oh my God, I cannot believe my dream person is right in front of me. You know, it's like you can't help love at first sight. You really can't. You can't help the moment you see somebody and it's like, oh my God, who is that? You know, it's a really special feeling. And I feel like what's happening is for a lot of your masculines, like they are wowed by the fact that they feel this way for you. Okay, but it's also causing some chaos, but not as big as the divine masculine is thinking it is, because I really do feel like it's as simple as drawing boundaries, being strong, speaking up for what it is you want. And that's how you make peaceful endings with people. But I feel like someone is being a tyrant in your divine masculine's life because they're feeling this unrequited energy. And so your masculines are opening up their eyes and they're seeing that. Like, I hate to say it, but I feel like some of these karmic partners that they've been with are bullies. Like, they bully with, like, manipulation, creating a lot of confusion and illusions by, like I'm seeing, I am hearing crocodile tears. I'm hearing someone who just gets hysterical, someone who likes to throw things in people's face, like stuff like that. A lot of your masculines are seeing these kinds of towers fall down, and it's like because of you, divine feminine, someone is seeing somebody else's true colors. Okay, and it's just something that was fate. I think we had the word fate come out. Like I said, you were your divine masculine. You didn't ask for this. You didn't ask to meet each other or bump into one another or, you know, feel what it is you're feeling from one another. It just is what it is. It's fate. It's destined, you know? So how you guys are dealing with it in the meantime is those lessons that are being created. So that's why I was saying with the divine feminines, the more you kind of pull away and you don't intervene in your masculine's lessons, you know, they have those epiphanies. They have those breakthroughs naturally on their own, okay? Limitations and fears are coming from not being able to just do what it is they want to do. That's why we have decisions here coming up. When you're not indecisive, you experience fear. It's like you can't do what it is you want. You can't speak your mind. You can't, like, other people's emotions suddenly become more important than yours. You know, other people's well-being all of a sudden become more important than yours. And it's like, what? No. That's where we need to draw some healthy boundaries. And a lot of your masculines are learning that through this twin flame connection, okay? A lot of chemistry and passion that they feel, and that's exactly what's fueling them to start standing up for themselves more, okay? They could be learning about reflection and projections. I think, too, with inner child healing coming up, this has a lot to do with the realizations that they're mimicking patterns that they've seen, and this is kind of turning them off from the partner that they're currently with. They didn't see it before because they were on autopilot, but after meeting the divine feminine, I do feel like many of them have had this brutal awakening that the current partner that they're with is just like a mother figure that they grew up with, but the experience that they might have had with that mother figure when they were younger, it wasn't loving, it wasn't pleasant is the best way I can put it. And I'm seeing somebody who is avoidant, like unattached, doesn't really pick up on the cues of the child, because you're just kind of spaced out. And so I feel like that's why your masculines are just in awe over you, because they never thought that they would feel this way. It's like, I wasn't built to feel this way about women. Like, why am I feeling this? That's what I'm getting from this divine masculine. They do not want to sabotage this, though. I feel like they could have possibly done that in the past. You see, the thing about your masculines, guys, it doesn't matter if they've been with a karmic partner forever and they've only known you for, you know, a couple of months. It's like when you meet them and your soul knows, your soul knows. So I feel like a lot of your masculines are like in this place of, I know I've been in this relationship with this other person, and I know but what I experience with them behind closed door, shit's hitting the fan. It's like, it's unlike anything it's unlike anything people would imagine on the outside. I feel like on the outside they put on a happy front, but on the inside, it's like shit's hitting the fan. And I also feel like a lot of your masculines have gotten a glimpse of what it's like to really be loved. So now that they may be like in another relationship, they're opening up their eyes, and there's a lot of comparing too that goes on, I feel, energetically. Like the way that you have loved your masculine, or the way that you have exchanged certain intimate encounters, they really do feel a difference of what it's like to feel that and now go back to another situation where it's that vibe, that spark is not the same. You know, no matter how much someone will try to mimic it, or after the fact they want to try to now make up for being a certain type of way. Like a lot of your masculines, I see them in a place of like remembering. It's like, wait a second, you're trying to be this way now because you know somebody out there really loves me. But it's like they can't seem to forget. You know, they can't seem to forget. So they're constantly left in this space of calling back in the divine feminine. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you for this short check-in. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take it easy, and me and Saucy Beeves will catch you in the next one, all right? Bye, guys.